Oscar winners Nicole Kidman, Nicolas Cage, Reese Witherspoon, and Marissa Tomei are among the stars featured in the latest batch of home video releases coming your way.
You're getting a divorce?
Yeah.
Amy heard you crying in the bathroom. We all thought it was cancer.
Oh.
Thank God, man.
Yeah, that's my relationship.
Crazy Stupid Love shows great promise for the first half hour as Steve Carell's recently divorced Cal gets some much-needed player schooling from professional bachelor Ryan Gosling. But the wheels come off with a script that relies on some utterly unbelievable coincidences that can only be a surprise to these characters if they never, ever have any real conversations with one another. Emma Stone and Julianne Moore play characters who are badly underwritten, and Marissa Tomei is stuck playing a teacher who is apparently insane. Crazy Stupid Love has its fans, but I thought it was a big disappointment.
That ain't no woman. That's the boss's wife, and she don't talk to nobody, and you don't talk to her.
Water for Elephants has the look and the feel of an old-fashioned, corny, slow-paced melodrama from a previous generation of filmmaking. You could watch it with your mother or your mother's mother. Robert Pattinson takes off the fangs and he plays young Jacob, who joins the circus as a manure shoveler. Christoph Waltz is the obligatory uncaring circus owner, and Reese Witherspoon is the obligatory gorgeous wife who's married to the obligatory uncaring circus owner. You know where it goes from there. It's PG-13 romance time. Water for Elephants does contain a few surprises, and there's a nice framing device with Hal Holbrook playing Jacob as an old man. Also new on DVD, The Howlingly Awful Trespass. Oscar winners Nicolas Cage and Nicole Kidman don't have to worry about making extra room on the mantle for anything except maybe a Razzie for Cage. Cage plays a businessman who should be able to afford a decent haircut and better eyeglasses. Kidman plays his wife, who may or may not be having an affair. There's a bratty teenage daughter as well. When a gang of gunmen break in and demand money, we're plunged into a repetitive cycle of gratuitous violence, lots of threats and counter-threats, and a few twists and turns.
Open the safe.
No.
There's the glimmer of a premise here, and Kidman at least tries to infuse her character with some depth, but Trespass is wall-to-wall schlock. It's one of the worst movies of the year. And finally, we have Cars 2. This is really the closest Pixar has ever come to releasing a clunker. Even with their bright colors and their celebrity voices and their zippy ways, the characters in Cars are still, well, cars, and that just makes them difficult to love. Making matters worse is a needlessly complicated plot that takes us overseas into a James Bond-like adventure.
I never properly introduced myself. Finn McMissile, British intelligence.
Toll-mater, average intelligence.
All of a sudden, we have cars mixed up in the world of alternative fuels and underwater oil reserves, huh? The landscapes in Cars 2 are breathtakingly gorgeous and richly detailed, and we do get a handful of clever one-liners from the talented cast, but there's at least as much gunplay as racing scenes, with car characters exploding and actually dying. Cars 2 is a decidedly minor chapter in the Pixar saga. Well, that's all for this week. See you again soon.